Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. It is Wednesday, March 27th. Good to have you with us. We're live from the HCCTV studios this morning, and we've got a great show for the next half hour, your HCC news and information. Join me now live every Wednesday, Dr. Lana Pagao from the Northwest College. Good to see you, Lana.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. It's hard to believe we're almost in April. I mean, Easter's coming up, a lot of holidays coming up, and it's just weird how quickly the semester's going by.
You know, you're getting old when you say, wow, this month has gone by so quickly.
Yeah, I was trying to avoid that part, but yeah, it's true. It seems like
But Easter's early this year.
Yeah, I
I
know.
preferred in April.
Yeah, it is something. But, we've got a 3-day weekend coming up. We're going to be off on Friday. So there is no live show on Friday. We'll have a best of Up to the Minute. But we are live this morning, and we are usually live every Monday through Friday, most of the time when HCC is in session, live at 10 a.m. And Lana, they can catch us anytime in social media and on our cable channel.
That's right. We're live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page, not HCC, and we're on YouTube. We're also on X, LinkedIn, and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. Monday through Friday.
So, Lana, you'll be talking with this next guest. It is Good Works Wednesday, and also March is Disabilities Awareness Month, and to celebrate our differences. Joining us now is Ronnie Tommen. She's with the Texana Cafe. Good to see you, Ronnie.
Great to see you as well. Thanks for the opportunity to talk more about our cafe.
Yeah, we've had you guys on the show a few times before. One of our favorite stories, great story. So stick around. We'll hear more about the Texana Cafe and all the good things they have going on right now. All right. So our first guest this morning, seems like she was just on that long ago, Marshette Turner Ray. She's the director of the Houston Center of HCC's Minority Business Development Association, also known as MBDA. Good to see you, Marshette.
Good morning, Todd. Thank you so much. Yes, and I've been back quite a few times. So yes, yeah. I'm family now.
Yeah, it's always good to have you on the show. And last time you were here, you were talking about a big event that's coming up. You made a transition from the annual Salute Luncheon into a formal evening gala. So tell us a bit about that.
Yes, I decided to do that because for the past 2 years, as we were planning and processing the whole luncheon aspect, we would sell out at least 2 months in advance. So all the people who wanted to attend but couldn't were left out. And I said, wow, that's a huge disadvantage for us. And so I thought about transitioning it into a formal evening gala, number one, so that the honorees could invite their families and spouses, make it a date night if you want. But number two, just so that we could capture some of the folks that we were missing who wanted to be a part of, but did not have the opportunity because we sold out so quickly because of the size of the previous venue.
There's nothing wrong with getting bigger and better,
There you go.
Tell us the purpose of this gala.
So the purpose is for the Houston Minority Business Development Agency to honor our clients who are primarily in the construction industry, but we do have other focus industries as well. But it's to honor them for their accomplishments over the past year, as well as the corporate and community partners who work with them and, help them to move forward in their businesses. And so we want to certainly highlight their successes and their wins over this past year. And that's why we host Salute every year.
Who are some of those honorees that you're going to be highlighting this year?
Wow. So this year we have a former NFL veteran. He played for the Kansas City Chiefs in the person of Mr. Jeff Allen. He and his wife, Marissa, established the Cookie Society in 2018. And so they are our entrepreneurs of the year this year. Our government advocate of the year is United States Sitting Congressman Al Green. One of my team members is actually being honored, Ms. Jessica Vasquez, and she is being honored because she's so deserving of this award. We've also instituted a Lifetime Achievement Award this year, and that recipient is Mr. George Martinez. He's a lifelong banker, been in the banking industry over 50 years, extremely community-driven, people-focused, just a great all-around guy.
Tell us about the venue you're going to be using this year. I mean, obviously, you're getting bigger with the luncheon now becoming a gala. Give us all the details. Where is it going to take place? Time? How people get tickets? All that stuff.
Yes. So this year we are hosting at the Norris Center, which is 816 Town and Country Boulevard. Of course, here in Houston, but the venue is a lot larger. This year we wanted to start small. I say small, but there's 500 people. So we wanted to start small. And there's also the Moran City Center Hotel connected via Skybridge to the Norris Center. And so if folks want to stay over, we do have an MBDA discounted rate that I've worked out with the hotel. So we have all that information. You can either scan the QR code or click on the link. And it takes you right to the Moran City Center for those discounted MBDA rates.
And what are the dates and the time of the event itself?
So the inaugural Salute Gala celebration will be on Friday, June 21st, 2024. The VIP reception starts promptly at 6 p.m. And our VIPs for the reception are, again, NFL veteran Jeff Allen and his wife Marissa, as well as Congressman Al Green. And then we transition directly into the gala celebration at 7 p.m. So we are, forging ahead, moving quickly, have a lot of information to give. You can certainly go to the link you see on the screen to register for an individual ticket or a table or become a sponsor. Whatever you're choosing, there's something available for everyone.
Now, I know you always want to give credit where credit's due, and you have a large team that helps you put all this together. I know you're honoring one of them at the celebration itself.
Yes. So I have an amazing team. I am so inspired by them each and every day. From our marketing guru, who puts out all the printed materials you guys see on the screens, Miss Lana Stoddard, Deidre Sutton, Harold Delancey, who, will film and capture the whole evening set up in terms of the microphones and videos and all that kind of stuff. Of course, Jessica Vasquez, the honoree I mentioned. We are a small team, but a mighty team. And so we get a lot done. And I cannot thank them enough for the hard work that they do every single day.
For folks who I know we always talk about you guys, and you've been on our show several times, but for people who may not know a lot about the MBDA, tell us a bit about your mission and the purpose of the MBDA.
Absolutely. So the purpose of the Houston MBDA is to amplify minority business enterprise voices, right? So often we see MBEs, but we don't know their story. So part of what we are charged to do at the MBDA is to give them a voice and let them use and amplify their voices by way of contracts, networking engagements, one-on-one business coaching and development. We do a lot of work with socially and or economically disadvantaged individuals who, again, are minority business enterprises. And we want to remain focused on them and the work that they're doing so that we can better position them to become of scale.
Do your clients have a wide range of businesses, or is it main? I know you were talking about construction, but is it across the board as far as your clients? And is there a cost to join the MBDA?
Yes. So we've broadened the spectrum. It was at one point, it was solely construction. We only had clients in the construction industry. Now we have clients in engineering, clients in the drone space, a new client in the whole AI perspective. We have clients in real estate. So agriculture. So it's broadening slowly but surely. And the annual fee is only $300 to become a client of the Houston MBDA. So it's certainly cost effective. Again, our purpose is to help you grow and scale your business so that you're able to get those multi-million-dollar contracts, be it with city, state, county, government official, as well as the corporate community.
I know the event's coming up June 21st. We'll have a link in our social media post after the show where people can get more information. But you do a number of things. It hosts a number of conferences and meetings. What's your next one you have coming up?
So next we have coming up is, we call it Subs and Sandwiches, one of our premier platforms. And so on April 11th, we will be hosting Telepson. They opted for an in-person session versus a virtual, which is perfectly fine because, of course, before COVID, we were in person anyway. It's just that most of our corporate partners decide to host it virtually because they like the platform and they like the fact that you get anywhere from 150 to 250 people online to hear what information they have and the products that they have coming down the pike and the, all the different projects and that kind of thing. So, but Telepson will be on April 11th and it will be in person at the Telepson office.
Very well. We're going to be talking more about that as April the 11th approaches. We'll have all the information on that as well. Subs and Sandwiches return. Go get a sub or a sandwich. I know it's a popular event. Marshette Turner, we appreciate you joining us again on the show. And we look forward to seeing you in the future and at the gala on June 21st.
Thank you so much. And I hope to be back with you before the gala so that we can do this all over again with our chairman of the board, who is Mr. Greg Reyes.
All right, sounds good. Marshette Turner Ray from the MBDA. Good to see you on the show. I'm going to turn things over to you now, Lana, and you've got a special guest who's been on the show several times, and they do some good work at the Texana Cafe.
We're going to be talking with Ronnie Tommen. She is the project manager of the Texana Cafe, part of Texana Center. And as you just announced previously, our Good Works Wednesday guest. So welcome to the show, Ronnie. As we said at the top of the show, March is Disabilities Awareness Month. So we thought it would be a good time to invite you back. But before we get into the cafe itself, tell us about Texana Center.
Thank you for having me. Texana Center is a nonprofit behavioral health organization serving 6 counties in Texas, with Fort Bend being our largest county. We've existed for decades, since 1999, and serve the community in multiple ways. We have multiple service centers and buildings and campuses, and we serve those who are impacted by mental health or developmental disabilities, so autism, intellectual disabilities, or other special needs.
Now about the cafe. How long has it been part of the center and what's its mission?
Texana Cafe is just one of many of the services Texana Center offers, and we have existed for 2 years now. We just celebrated our 2-year anniversary on March 23rd. And our mission is to hire individuals who have reached adulthood, specifically neurodiverse individuals. So those are individuals who have autism or an intellectual disability or other special needs, to gain employment experience.
So now you offer paid internships, is that correct?
That's correct. So what we call our cafe interns are those adults who have special needs. Many of our interns have never had a job before. And what we have found as providers and therapists and clinicians is that once adults with autism or other intellectual disabilities reach adulthood, they're not acquiring employment. And very talented individuals who have completed schooling, some who may have even completed college or other higher studies. And we wanted to fill that gap. So we find that in the community, there are employers who are interested in hiring neurodiverse individuals, but they're just not sure how to accommodate or train people with special needs. And so we fill that gap by providing an opportunity where those individuals can come work with us for a period of time. The average is 6 months to 1 year. And during that time, they have a real job where they have to sign in and sign out and wear a uniform and learn things like accepting feedback from a supervisor. And we build their skills to a point where once they graduate from their experience at Texana Cafe, they have the skills that they need to acquire permanent employment.
That's so important when you talk about employers. They want to hire folks, but they don't know how to train them, and you help them with that. I think that's really important to note as well. You're not only helping the students per se, but you're also helping the employers. That's a really good connection. So I bet there are great things happening at the cafe. Do you have some stories you'd like to share with us?
Gosh, every day there's a story. Our interns are incredible. They are the inspiration behind everything that we do. And what's most rewarding is that our interns, as I mentioned before, most have never had a job. This is their first job. And they come in very hesitant, nervous, lack confidence. And the ones who have acquired a job in the past, it didn't go so well. So they come in nervous. And it's beautiful to see just within weeks or months the confidence that we're able to build in how they feel about themselves, because we create an environment that makes it safe and comfortable to make quote unquote mistakes, because they know we are here, we exist to train them and make sure they are successful. So there are so many interns here with beautiful stories, but I'll bring up one. His name is Matthew. And when he began with us, he had not previously had a job. He was very nervous, and he felt like a lot of his repetitive behaviors, his compulsive behaviors, that he just would not be able to overcome them in a work environment and do any job really. And fast forward to today, he just recently graduated from the program and has secured a permanent job. His communication is amazing. All of our customers that are regular customers who come in, they know Matthew, they ask for Matthew. He's a confident employee and has named himself the Sandwich King, and has just gone on to do amazing things.
That sounds fantastic. So what kind of food and what kind of sandwiches does the Sandwich King make?
We have exceptional food. We have spent just as much time looking at our menu and food we serve as the training component for our individuals. And customers may come to our cafe for the first time because they've heard about our mission, but they keep coming back because the food is so good. So we serve sandwiches, salads, and soups. All of our sandwiches are gourmet or artisan sandwiches, so they are all served on their own bread or have a special spread that we make in-house. Our BLT is our most popular sandwich. And we also have an extensive array of baked items, desserts, and pastries. And another beautiful part of our cafe and our model is that all of our interns learn to do all of the different skills. We always assume competence and don't assume they can't do any one skill. So they're trained to be baristas, pastry chefs, cooks, cashiers, you name it, they do it.
Wow. So what do your interns say about what they've learned?
They have shared so many wonderful stories. I mentioned the confidence earlier. That's definitely been recurring feedback, that they feel more confident once they're here and once they leave the internship. And another big piece of what this job means to them is building community. A lot of them might not have meaningful relationships or friendships, and we have built a really strong team where they've learned to become friends with their coworkers and really feel not only that they are contributing, but they are part of this really beautiful community.
And I would imagine that the families, this helps them as well, and gives them a sense of security for their child.
Absolutely. Most of our parents that have adults with special needs, the future is so unknown. It's so hard to say, where will my loved one be once they've reached adulthood? And if they can't acquire a job, then, what does the future look like? So they come in with a lot of worry, but once their loved one receives the training that we provide during this internship, and once they graduate, the sky's the limit. They see that their loved one can do much more than they ever expected, and they become more confident in their loved one as well. And it's hard to describe the joy that a family feels when their loved one not only reaches a level where they can be permanently employed, but also can feel like they are a contributor of their household.
Right. Well, finally, Ronnie, will you tell us where you're located and where folks can find more information?
Absolutely. We are located at 7440 FM 359 South here in Fulshear, Texas. And we are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. And to view our menu, our events, and any other information, our website is texanacafe.com. And if anyone's interested in all of the other wonderful services we provide at Texana, they can visit texanacenter.com.
Fantastic. Well, thank you, Ronnie Tommen, Project Manager of Teana Cafe, part of Texana Center, and our Good Works Wednesday guest. And we'll have your information in our post after the show.
All right. Thank you both. And we've got a few announcements to go through before we wrap up today's show. One of them happening out there in your area town, Lana. This is the Media Arts Job Fair for the spring 2024. Audio recording, filmmaking, and music business students are invited to meet potential employers and discuss potential internship opportunities. It's happening from noon to 3 p.m. out there at the A-Leaf Hayes campus. Registration is not necessary, but we'll have more information in our post after the show. And we've also got some virtual workshops available for our students.
Yeah, HCC's Academic Success Centers and Student Life are hosting virtual workshops to learn study strategies and helpful academic habits. So coming up today at 4 p.m. Is effective note-taking. So check out our post after the show for more information.
And our chancellor, Dr. Margaret Ford Fisher, is currently doing listening tours around the college. If you haven't seen one, make sure you drop in and check it out. There's two of them happening. One of them is 9 a.m. tomorrow at HCC Southeast Learning Hub. The other one, 1 p.m. tomorrow at the Northeast Learning Hub. Both of them, definitely stop on by. It's about an hour-long presentation, but mainly what the chancellor's doing is wanting to answer your questions. You'll get a chance to either stand up and ask a question, or you can write it down anonymously, and the question will be asked of her. So check her out tomorrow. We've got more information in our post after the show. And there's also an Innovations Fellows program that's happening as well.
Yeah, I got to get my application in because applications are open. The deadline is approaching for the 2024-25 Innovation Fellows Program at West Houston Institute. The opportunity for professional growth is designed to develop the higher education mindset and skill set. And the deadline is this Saturday, March 30th. Submissions are reviewed and interviews are scheduled in early May. And so check out our post after the show for more info.
Okay. This is interesting. It's Macbeth in a Bookshop, drama production happening at HCC Central MERS stage. While waiting in line for a book signing event, a group of customers and employees decide to perform the book's most famous work of crossover fan fiction and learn about friendship along the way. This is a play that's happening at the Central College. It's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, Monday, April 11th, 12th, 13th, and 15th. For show times and tickets, check our post after the show. We'll have more information. And hey, believe it or not, we're already talking summer 2024 sessions. You can sign up for them soon.
Yeah, and fall classes will be opening soon as well for registration. So HCC summer registration for 4, 8, and 10-week courses opened this month, but fall registration is around the corner as well. Regular registration for fall classes begins April 15th. That is normally, tax day. Yeah. Like all of HCC's courses, they're offered in a variety of options: online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, and hybrid labs. To learn more about HCC programs, start dates, and options to cover cost, go to hccs.edu/apply.
Yeah, it is going to be tax day. It's hard to believe. April 15th, I think, unless they extended it this year. I know they did that for a couple of years in a row, but as far as we know, April 15th, got the taxes done last week.
Yay.
I dealt with all that. So
I've still got to do mine.
yeah, got it all done. So anyway, tomorrow on the show, Thursday, Family Fun Day, we'll visit the Galveston mural artist who did the work called Absolute Equality. Also, because of the upcoming spring holiday, Up to the Minute will not air on Friday, but we will broadcast a best of episode show that morning on HCCTV. So it'll be on at noon, 5 and 10 p.m. We'll return Monday, April the 1st, and HCC returns to classes as well. So there you go. All right. Have a great day. Lana, thanks for being here this morning. We'll see you next week.
Well, the week after that. Thank you.
All right. All right. Y'all take care and have a great Wednesday. All right. Have a good day.
Bye-bye.